Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things out of the way. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
Can he get on the end of this? And he was quick to react. Not going up front in a hurry. Looking to play him in. That's a sharp pass. Batistuta. Neymar. Oh, that's... Tries a shot! Goal! Galatasaray! First blood drawn. Sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ambitious ball here, and he cuts out the supply. Now this could be a chance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's... Batistuta! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Now a sudden chance to counter. Goes for a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That looks a decent ball. Real chance here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's had it taken off him. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Batistuta. He's through here. Now there's a fine ball. Messi. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, that is a great chance! It's in! looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Galatasaray are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's been played through. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence... And Del Piero! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That's been cut out, well played.
And
it's
Azar has been indicated.
Del Piero. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they all saw it! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Galatasaray are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. And that's another good win of the ball.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Batistuta. He is through here. Batistuta! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Takes a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Elisa clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Messi. Galatasaray really do look to have it all sewn up here. Makalele kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Olise. Batistuta receives it in a good position here. Threads one in. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise is one whose deliveries we all know about. Messi tries to pass it through. Not the most accurate pass. Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Galatasaray finding their passes. Mbappe! And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Mateus. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. And it's made its way to him. And that's a good ball. He's on shot. Batistuta! It's a goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in. And there goes the final whistle. Galatasaray can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
In the stadium hall.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's been cut out, well played. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice sequence of passes this. Has a shot! Oh, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely.
Inzaghi! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Galatasaray are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Conte. And he's only too happy to take that back. Looking to play him in. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He has found the way through. Delivered it. Big header! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Zico. Goes for the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Neymar. Rodri. Barcelona have got it back,
There
and
will
they'll
be
have
1
another
minute
go.
added time.
Knocks it out wide. And the first half is done. Some first half thoughts?
Galatasaray really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these
And we
players.
come
Otherwise,
to you now with a
this
quick
one's as good
request
as
for
done.
support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Raul. Neymar. Now it's Olise. Figo. And here's Messi. He's gone for goal!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
No way through. That has been cut short. And now the breakaway. Raul. Knocks it into space. Zico. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Del Piero. Time and again they are repelled. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oli goes for a shot! It's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Galatasaray are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, that's well spotted. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Belletti. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's gone for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter.
Substitution
The
in
pass
progress.
might have been a better option there.
Galatasaray can make their change now with a break in play. And that's been won straight back. And it's Messi. And here's Drogba. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Messi. That's a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Cannavaro. That's been cut out, well played. And they've got rid. Elise. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. That's that, the end. Galatasaray were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Italy.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That's going to go a long way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Conte, and that interception was... And Torres! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Adriano. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance for a shot! He can get that clear. Well, that looks a decent ball. No, it's come to nothing.
Adriano really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Galatasaray clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. And he... And goal! Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Aimed beyond the defence. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Brzezinski. Throw in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Brzezinski. Can he get it through? And this is Forlan. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And it's made its way to him. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with. And it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And a chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Incoming delivery. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Knocks it into space. It's played through for him. Oh, well played.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's a good 35 yards out, this. Costa Curta. Good play on the left-hand side here. And he's managed to get free. Olise goes short. Shifted it to the flank. And that's aimed into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Belletti. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Galatasaray are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Galatasaray, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. So this to extend their lead. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on.
Dropper! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Galatasaray have their second corner now. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Against Galatasaray.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements.
Oh, Nunez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's gone for a throw-in. That's very neat. Havertz. Goes for a shot! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Galatasaray disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Mbappe, great defending, strong and determined. Now it's and a chance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Now this could be a chance.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Timber gets across to intercept that. Galatasaray yet to have an attempt on goal. Messi. And this is Batistuta. Well, they've got it again. Aims beyond the defence.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Shoots! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Havertz, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Now, can they get him away? Back into the middle.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Nunez! He's had a shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And we have our very first corner. Olise goes short. Now that looks a decent ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. That ball looks a good one. Bellingham. Oh, that's fabulous.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Howson kept. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Galatasaray really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Havertz. Played out wide. Threads one in. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Takes the shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish right from the top draw! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Havertz. And it's Hernandez. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pass somewhat off target. Darwin, and he's had it nicked away. Olise, and this is Batistuta. And that has put paid to that. Conte. Bellingham. Conte.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
To Messi. Cannavaro cuts it out. Looking to play him in. Look at... And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Tanzania. Number 4, Rafinha. Coming on the field is number 14, Savinho.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, played right into his path. Pickford claims comfortably. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Darwin. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And this is Neymar. Oh, looks like he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substitution for Tanzania. Number 25, Darwin Núñez.
Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper.
Bellingham. Coming on the field.
What a save by Diogo Costa!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Out to the right. No, it's come to nothing.
4
Olise.
added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on, 4 minutes. And it's Conte. Isco is always looking to break lines. He gets big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
With the owner of a
Your
blue
final
car
thoughts, Jim?
parked
Well,
outside the
Peter,
stadium
I really
gate,
couldn't see
kindly
what this
remove it,
team
as it
was
is about
trying
to
to
be towed.
achieve.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the
Hello,
next 2
everybody,
hours,
and
it might
welcome
not
to
feel like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy.
Arsenal.
This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see.
Shoots! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
Mbappe! Oh, he's hit the bar! So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's well spotted. Marquinhos. Mbappe. Conte. Galatasaray are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Del Piero gets through on his own. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Batistuta. Marquinhos eases the ball away from him. And he's straight offside. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played out wide, aimed beyond the defence. Cannavaro. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quick...
Chance for a shot! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Tries from distance. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Arsenal are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
In header! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all
2
came from
added
some
minutes
really
have
smart
been
movement,
indicated.
Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Galatasaray 3-0 up at the break. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're underway. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
That has been cut short. Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run. Baresi did well to stay calm there.
Villa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's well positioned here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Conte, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cannavaro can get it clear. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he was quick to react. Del Piero is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. He can run onto that. Now, can he find a finish? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now, that's well seen too. Not the most accurate pass. Pull it. And no, that was never going to make it. Galatasaray still without a single shot on target. Gullit, and Gullit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Shevchenko. Del Piero.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Taken back almost at once.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. And this is Neymar. He's shifting through. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
There's the shot! It's there!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was up. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to
And
take
now,
despite the
please
lead being
turn
so
towards the
small,
screen
Peter.
for a
I think
special
playing well, good
presentation
energy,
featuring our
a little
guest
more composure up
performers
front
today.
perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Galatasaray have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway.
Galatasaray definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Shapes to shoot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Big chance! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Galatasaray take the lead. Hullet. And it's been given away. Great news, having a shot! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
We expected better, and so did he. It's played through for him. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that's well spotted. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
And he shoots! Goal! Galatasaray! And they're back in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Galatasaray go into the lead. Shoots! So close to drawing level.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
It's their second corner of the game. He's taking no chances there. He's going for goal! And that could have brought them level.
That was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Otto cuts it out. Yamal. Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Neymar. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Played into space. Great vision. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Desperate defending required here. Cannavaro with the clearance. Now it's Hullet.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Kante has created one goal already. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? Baresi did well to stay calm there.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
And we're done. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game